Again, I hope everybody's doing great out there. Today, Tuesday, April 21st, 2020, following up a quantum day, 420 yesterday. 420. Dustin, what up, homie? What up, dog, man? My homie right there. Out there on the front lines, working in the oil fields. That's a big topic we're going to talk about today. Oil going negative for the first time in history yesterday. Man, that is crazy. Very crazy times that we live in. I think it's only going to get crazier. Oh, man, it's wild. And so really, I really do hope that everybody out there is doing well. I hope your families are safe. I hope your families are healthy. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what this whole thing is all about. This whole reset, this whole ascension, this whole, mass awakening. It's all about waking us up to what's really important in life. And that's our health. And that's our family. It's not about keeping up with the Kardashians. It's not about comparing yourself to your neighbors and trying to compete with people. It's not about money, although we make it about money. And even this show is about money. But the ego is about to get shed. The whole system, everything's about to collapse and dissolve around us so that we might learn how to be brothers and sisters on this earth and work together as one. And I know I might seem like a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. So again, I want to welcome everybody. This is Crypto and Coffee, your morning jolt of financial markets. I talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I talk about stocks. I talk about oil. I talk about real estate, precious metals, commodities, personal finance, getting out of debt, bankruptcy. I have seen and done it all, my friends, in the last my entire life. I started my first business when I was just a kid. I got a go-kart when I was like 7 years old, and I used to drive down to the store and buy candies, 10 for $1, drive my go-kart back, double my money. I dropped out of high school when I was 16 years old to become a mechanic. My dad and I opened up an alignment shop in Salt Lake City when I was 19 years old. He still runs that today. We actually just opened our second location at the end of March. And I became a professional investor in 2006 after reading Mike Maloney's book, Guide to Investing in Gold and Silver, when I learned about how money really works. And that's what I want to teach you guys, is how money really works. Because the game of money really isn't that hard. See, the matrix makes you think that it's hard. And so again, if you're joining us live, go ahead and type in live. If you're joining us on the replay, go ahead and type in replay. Oh, we're hitting records here. Records, dude. 11 people watching. That is awesome. I don't even know how many are on YouTube because I don't really know how YouTube works that well yet. But anyways, hope you're having a great day. Let's hop into the markets. How about we? All right. If I can get on the right screen. But before we do that, if you're new to cryptocurrency, if you've heard about Bitcoin, if you're curious and you want to learn more, be sure to check out my website, galactictrust.com. Since 2017, I've been helping individuals and businesses invest in and adopt cryptocurrencies, and I'd love to help you too. My mission is to educate people and help 1 million people around the planet become millionaires in the next 2 to 5 years. So check that information out. You can also get my free book, Crypto Investor Secrets, How to Capitalize on the Greatest Investment Opportunity in History. You can get that at cryptoinvestorsecrets.com. It's all free. Go get it while you can. Whatever. Checking out the markets. Bitcoin down 3.6% in the last 24 hours, sitting at $6,800. Ethereum down 5.3%, sitting at $169. And XRP down 3.3%, sitting at 18 cents. And by the way, coming to you live April 21st from my house in St. Martin, down in the Virgin Islands or the Bahamas or something like that. Crypto Island, they call it. Total crypto market cap sitting at 197 billion, down 3.8% from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance down significantly at 63.4%. Also, I want to give a big shout out to my abuela. Oh, dude, you can't even see it. Dang it. She gave me some bomb matcha tea that I've been really enjoying before I got to get this camera. I got to get back to my house so you guys don't see the real background. That's what I got to do. Let's see if anybody's commenting yet. Anybody want to talk to me yet? Oh, what up, Jonathan Briggs, my homie right there. John Fuller, my brother. Oh, my life would not be where it is today if it weren't for John Fuller. I love you so much. Brings a tear to my eye. But anybody else, again, we'll hop right in here in a second, hop on these charts. I'm getting good at this. You know, yesterday, 420, the show was sponsored by THC. You know, I had, my sister has 6 kids, 5 boys, 1 girl, 3 boys under 10. They're usually here with us, just running around like chickens with their heads cut off, and they ruined my first life. They didn't ruin it, they just made it more exciting. That's how this show is. You know, it's raw, it's live. Good to see you, Tiffany. Oh, sweet Tiffany. How are you? I hope you're doing well during these tumultuous times. Well, I guess tumultuous for some. It's all perspective, right? But I hope you're doing so well. Be sure to like this video too. Like it, share it, help get the word out. Let's dive into these charts. I'm not a big chart guy, but I use them, you know, to kind of see what's going on. And Bitcoin, again, holding pretty flat over the last, I mean, pretty much the entire month of April since that nice little sell-off we had, that panic sell-off from the old cerveza virus. Okay, well, you can see right here, we're still hugging that 50-day moving average, so it's still make or break. Big even numbers, so 7,000, 6,500, 7,500. These are really make or break levels. Again, I'll get to that in a moment. I really think we got I think we got another Black Swan event coming, guys, to be honest with you. I got some cash sitting on the side, and I think that there's some crazy days ahead. But Bitcoin's sitting flat at 68.42. Any good news? I really like this piece right here, India's lift of cryptocurrency trading in the context of COVID-19. The coronavirus pandemic is changing the global narrative about the crypto space. India is not the exception. What to expect in crypto law updates from India. So India is a huge market, and probably one of the biggest technologies in India is the smartphone. And that's the cool thing about cryptos. You can be your own bank from your smartphone. So that's billions of people that are eagerly wanting the Western lifestyle, in quotations. They just want a better life, but money and finance and banking is not the same in India as it is in America. And you got a lot of remittance that costs a lot of money. There's just a lot of, India's a big market that can and will really bolster cryptocurrency. In one of 2020's biggest stories about cryptocurrencies so far, the Indian Supreme Court struck down a blanket ban on trading cryptocurrencies issued by the Reserve Bank of India earlier in the year. Then March happened, and everything changed as COVID-19 spread around the world, inducing quarantines across the world and stoking unprecedented volatility in financial markets. So again, I personally think that this big correction sell-off we have was really panic-induced. Now we're seeing a nice little recovery. But again, during that time, India, big market, a lot of money. If people working in America were to use cryptocurrency, let's say like XRP, to send money to family back home, we're talking billions, potentially trillions of dollars that's being sent from America to India. That's billions of dollars in fees that these people are paying to send their money. With XRP or with cryptocurrency, you can send that same money with no fee. We're talking 10% fees or more from places like Western Union. So I'm not going to read the whole article. I ain't got that much time, and I'm sure you guys will stop viewing if I do. So here you go. Oh, Maria, my mother, how are you? Good to see you too, Mama. Oh man, I don't know if my mom told you we were in Puerto Rico. I mean, right at the end of January, actually. Right at the end of January. In fact, I got randomly selected by customs to get searched. And while I was there, everybody else was of Asian descent. They were checking everybody. And that was the weekend Kobe died. The Corona thing was kind of taken off. I was like, oh, what's up with all these people? And like, oh, we got to test everybody for this coronavirus. And I'm like, oh, what's that? Little did I know it would change the whole world. So go ahead and check out that story on India and Bitcoin. Moving on to Ethereum, same thing here, really trying to make a nice upward correction from that sell-off back at mid-March. We are above the 50-day moving average, but we're struggling to we're struggling to break above the 100 in a strong way. Ethereum, very, very powerful technology. I didn't really see too much news that was like I had to talk to you about when it came to Ethereum. XRP, I love XRP. It's flat. I'm buying some. If it breaks down here, I'm buying some more. Oh, let's see. I didn't think there was any news really for XRP either. XRP army shrinks as liquidations pass 63 million. Nothing really. Now we're going to get into the juice, guys. Now we're going to get into the juice. Dow Jones, the stock market, having a corrective day, correcting down. I just saw it we hit a low of like 22,976 right here. I mean, let's see. Let's jump right into the news, CNBC, here are the largest public companies taking. Man, do you guys see any of this stuff? Man, you got Ruth's Chris taking millions of dollars, Shake Shack or something. All of these, public companies, multi-billion-dollar companies taking money, this stimulus money, and taking it away from the people who really need it, small business owners. I know a lot of small business owners that they could really use that money. They're really in a state of fear and panic, and you got these multi-billion-dollar corporations taking the money. Interesting stuff. Oil is what we want to talk about today, guys. What we saw yesterday was we saw history take place on 420, and no one's talking about this. Like, really not on gold, silver. Like, it's interesting. I don't know if like people just aren't seeing it or what, but this is very important. Is we saw the death of the Petro Dollar. So since 1971, I shouldn't say since 1971. In 1971, that's when the dollar was taken off the gold standard. So a big objection I hear all the time in my business in cryptocurrency is, Bitcoin's not backed by anything, so it's not worth anything. Well, your dollar's not backed by anything, hasn't been backed by anything since 1971. Okay, and then your stocks aren't backed by anything. They're not backed by anything. Wait until there's a panic and everybody's going in to cash in their 401k and their IRA. You'll see it ain't backed by anything. And that day of reckoning is coming, especially after what happened yesterday. Because since the 70s, in fact, I kind of been putting this in together in my head, is in 1971, Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard. And then, I don't know if it was before or after, America made a deal with the Middle East, with the Saudis, and created OPEC. And that pact or that contract meant that oil could only be traded, bought and sold in dollars, US dollars. Well, now that it's crashed, it'd be very easy for a country of power like China or Russia to go in and make a deal with the Saudis. Because oil is a precious commodity for our modern life. A lot is made of oil. I mean, there's a lot of parts in this phone that are made of oil. So oil is not just gasoline. That's why the cost of gas is not tanking with the cost of crude oil. Crude oil is used in urethanes. It's used in plastic creation. I mean, it's a lot. But we're watching a change of the guard. And so actually, I mean, to your thing, John, is I wouldn't touch oil with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch it because it's being disconnected from the dollar. And so something very big is afoot. You know, they're distracting people with freaking Tiger King and with freaking Corona and with, as you know, quarantine, where you got everybody in a constant state of fear. I go to the grocery store and everybody's in a state of fear. Everybody's afraid to be near each other. And so something's afoot. This is significant. This is something that should create, we should really be watching what's going on. We should be buying some of this. Buying some of this stuff right here. You know, buy some gold, buy some silver. Silver's down from its highs, over $1,700. I would always suggest having at least 1 ounce of silver. You know, keep it in your safe. Keep it in your pocket. It's not big. It's just a coin. But that's God's money. Precious metals is God's money. John, I love you so much, man. Thanks for staying on. Thanks for everybody that's staying on. You know, we're going to start doing some really fun things. I want to start giving away crypto on this show. I got to build up this audience. But if you haven't yet, actually, little plug is go to my business page, Galactic Crypto Network, and be sure to like and follow, because I really want to transition everything off of my personal onto my business, because that's why I love John so much, is because he doesn't judge me. Okay, I am a crazy person. Okay, I'm into some weird stuff. I have no filter, and I make fun of everything that's serious, and I just love the people that love me. And so go over to my business site, because that means that you care about money, you want to learn about investing and finance, you want to learn about all this stuff. That'd be really fun. But anyways, back to the show. Okay, and then gold, silver. Again, if you haven't got a copy of your book, there just was right there. Get a free copy of Mike's book. It's a #1 bestseller on surviving a financial crisis. This book changed my life because it shattered my paradigm. Okay, how can you win a game if you don't know the rules? And no, they don't teach you how money really works in school. So you got all these freaking desktop freaking commandos, and I'm one too. I'm one too. But I've read that book, you know, a number of times. I have it on audio, and he very clearly lays it out. In fact, here's another thing I'm going to share with you guys in the old chat. Let's see if we can go back to old YouTube. Yep, good. Oh, actually, it might be in my playlist. You got to watch this video series. If you haven't watched this, oh my gosh. This is the book, but put into a video series right here. This series, it will change your life. It will shatter your paradigm. Let's see if we can hop into it without. Let's see if I can share it. Yep, right here. I don't maybe share. You gotta, it will change your life. Okay? But if you get the audio book, it's on Audible. If you have Audible, grab the audio version, or grab the book version if you're still someone that reads books. I don't read books, but I do listen to a lot of audios. Let's see what this guy's got to talk about. Central bank independence may not survive the coronavirus. I mean, I'm telling you, the central banks, their days are numbered. They're now paying. They're going to start, and Mike talks about this in his book. They're going to start paying you $2,000 a month. Anybody over 16 making under $150,000 a year, they're talking about giving you $2,000 a month to stay at home. They're talking about mortgage and rent forgiveness for a year. Something is afoot, guys. Something is afoot. Why is the Fed sending billions of dollars all over the world? I crack myself up. I was born to do this. Don't you think? Go ahead and say, yes, I agree. If you think I was born to be a news anchor, like Anchorman, Ron Burgundy. I think that Ron Burgundy's DNA flowing through my veins. That and this delicious stimulant we call caffeine. Okay, gold to reach $3,000, 50% above its record, Bank of America says. Bank of America likes gold. U.S. debt swells to worldwide highs. Oh, man, what's this about? U.S. debt to surge past wartime record, deficit to quadruple. The U.S. budget deficit may quadruple this year to almost $4 trillion. Projections from the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget. That title is an oxymoron. Say that by 2023, U.S. debt held by the public will surpass records set in the post-World War II years. Man, guys, I mean, this is, for all of you, religious folk out there, this is what they talk about. Good morning, Greg, my brother from a different mother. Dude, you're in San Diego, you're not in Salt Lake? Panda watch. Cody, you know what's up, brother. Love it. Nice, dude. Cody's watch secrets, hidden secrets of money. Again, guys, you gotta watch it. Watch it. You got nothing to do anyway. You're probably watching freaking Tiger King reruns. Those are some crazy people, right? I'd fit in with those guys. I would fit in real good with those guys. As airline bailout begins, time to bail out U.S. oil and gas industry. Oh, interesting. Yeah, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they bail out? Wow, part of an emergency $2.2 trillion effort to help businesses and workers hit by the coronavirus outbreak, the federal government has started handing out money this week to major airlines under what's known as the Payroll Support Program. A lot of you guys have applied for that as well. As President Donald Trump on Tuesday said, he was ordering federal officials to consider similar help for the U.S. oil and gas industry. Dang, that is wild. Check that if you want to read more. Oh, yeah, San Diego, German for a whale's vagina. Love it. That's interesting. Sex Panther by Odeon. All right, guys, and let's see if I'm still logged into this. I hope I am so it doesn't ruin my show. Come on, baby. Load up. MTI. Again, if you guys are new to Bitcoin, if you've heard about it, you're curious about it, be sure to go check out my website, galactictrust.com. A lot of free information there. You can also get my free ebook at cryptoinvestorsecrets.com. A lot of things we talk about for our members is trying to help them get better returns on their investments with cryptocurrency. Come on. Under maintenance, typical. And one of those programs that we've been testing, in fact, Sean, who might have seen this, he's actually messaging me right there. He's been testing MTI for the last year, getting daily payouts on Bitcoin. Anywhere from 0, obviously, to 1% per day. So imagine if you had $10,000, you're getting 1% a day. That's $100 a day. You ain't doing nothing. But I can't really show you what my results are. I've been testing it myself. He's been testing it a year. I've been testing it now for going on 3 weeks. And yeah, making those Satoshis every single day. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Man, that felt like that live felt a lot better than the 420 live. I love you guys so much. Appreciate you watching. Again, I want to start transferring this show over to the old my business page, Galactic Crypto. I'll put a link in the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Much love. If there's anything I can do to help or serve, I got a lot of time. I'm going to go actually garden right now. Surprise my dad by tilling up the garden at the old compound. So much love, peace, and we will see you tomorrow.